What's going on, Halo freaks and geeks? My name is Batman Dobbins, and I am here to talk for an hour about how 343 is ruining Halo, and how if you pre-order Halo 5, you are ruining the series and you want it to die. But first, let's talk about Spectator Mode. I think this feature is obviously one of the better additions in Halo history. It affects the game both on a casual level as well as professional. And first, I want to kind of discuss the casual level because that's my home, right? You can start out by watching friends, okay? All you have to do is follow somebody. Like I could watch Modest Major at any given time. I could sit there and click on his name, bring up the roster button, click on his name, and then go over, click on his profile, and it says Spectate Game, and I can watch him play. Now, the coolest thing about it is it starts at the beginning of the match, so you don't miss a single minute of what's going on unless you want to, because you can always fast forward at any given point, and or you can rewind as well, which is a great feature, I think, and is really going to help out in other areas as well. But another thing that you can do is you can add pros such as like Ninja, Snipe Down, other people like that. I added Walshy and some of the people at 343 like Ghost Ayami and Neighbor. And you can spectate those pros to gain insight, which is something that I really, really like. Now, also, one thing I think this is going to help out for is this is going to be super useful when it comes to DLC. So, these new maps come out, and you click on somebody's profile who might have played the game a little bit longer, played these maps a little bit longer, to see what routes they take and try to almost emulate that through your own gameplay. I think it becomes very, very successful at that point. Another casual aspect is casting online tournaments, such as like Battle Royale or the Jaywalk tourney. Now, before, you used to not be able to cast it, but now, with Spectator Mode, you can cast those things. And speaking of casters, something that you can do is you can cast the online tournaments, and also you can practice casting in your time off. So even though there might not be a tournament going on, you can spectate people and see how far you can take your game and kind of fine-tune your casting aspect, which is something that I plan on doing. Now, with Spectator Mode and Twitch kind of integrated together, great things are definitely possible for Halo 5. Another aspect of the casual realm that we can talk about is the live gameplay breakdowns and instant feedback, okay? So you can imagine somebody like Genesis Rider, who's very in tune, who's very well thought out and other things like that, breaking down live gameplay as it happens through Twitch. So people tune into his stream and they say, okay, maybe he should be pushing here, maybe he should reserve himself and kind of hold back right here. Discussing spawns and movement advice, as well as things you should be looking out for. These are all things that I don't think a whole lot of people are thinking about, but they are definitely possible for Halo 5. Now, the last thing is like the competitive aspect. Now, before, during a LAN tournament, you would have to wire up each individual station, and this costs a lot of money. I think one of the switchboards was about $7,500 last I checked. Basically, you would have to switch onto a different feed, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. So it's $7,500 just to run a Halo tournament. Now, back in the day, this was fine because Halo was on the top, and it was worth it. But now, with so many cheaper games, I guess you'd say, it's a lot easier, better, smarter to go with the cheaper games as well, or the cheaper ways to stream. So this costs a lot of money, and not to mention it was kind of like a pain in the ass. And now, with the addition of Spectator Mode, it makes this a more viable source for competitive gaming. There are signs of this already based on HCS, because if you look at the teams involved, such as Cloud9, Evil Geniuses, Denial, all these teams were non-existent even a year ago, But I'm going to leave that for another commentary. Like I said, Spectator Mode is easily one of the best additions in Halo since Ranks. I truly believe that. And I think it's a huge game changer. It's going to make great improvements to the casual as well as the competitive scene. Well, that does it for me today. I hope you guys look forward to the next positive thinking of Halo 5. And as always, I'll check you later.